Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the DeVos Fieldhouse here in the campus of Hope College for today's women's MIAA contest between the Hornets of Kalamazoo College and your Hope College Flying Dutch. Here are tonight's starting lineups. First for the Hornets at 1 forward, a 5'8" senior from Traverse City, number 23, Eliza McCall. And at 1 forward for the Flying Dutch, a 6'3" sophomore from Holland, number 5, Olivia Fosco. At 1 forward for the Hornets, a 5'8" junior from Ann Arbor, number 30, Georgie Andrews. And at 1 forward for the Flying Dutch, a 5'10" sophomore from Zeeland, number 20, Kennedy Schoonveld. Starting at center for the Hornets, a 5'11" junior from Traverse City, number 11, Sierra Frazier. And at center for the Flying Dutch, a 6-foot senior from Grant, number 21, Francesca Buchanan. At 1 guard for the Hornets, a 5'4" senior from Bloomfield Hills, number 10, Amanda Moss. And at 1 guard for the Flying Dutch, a 5'9" sophomore from Grand Rapids, number 22, Sydney Muller. And at the final guard spot for the Hornets, a 5'5" freshman from Lawrence, number 34, Caitlin Tidy. And at the final guard spot for the Flying Dutch, a 5'7" sophomore from Flushing, number 23, Lauren Newman. The Hornets of Kalamazoo College are coached by Katie Miller. The Flying Dutch of Hope College are coached by Brian Morehouse. Your officials this evening, Mr. Pierre Tyson, Mr. Wade Mayo, and Mr. Trevor Allen.
The Dutch come in overall at 17-3 and in conference 9-2. For the Hornets, they come in overall at 0-20 and then in conference 0-11. Brajan, what do you expect to see tonight from both teams?
Well, if I'm the Flying Dutch, I'm looking to get out early and dominate inside, get Thomas and Vosco going early. If I'm Kalamazoo, I'm trying to limit the mistakes, take care of the basketball, and try and keep yourself in this one. It's always dangerous when a highly touted team plays a team that struggled all year long. Some team can find that spark right away, and both Hope men's and women's teams have a tendency of playing up or down to their opponent. So it should be interesting. Hope's the better team, but any team can beat any other team on any given night, so we're in for a good one here.
So right away, the Dutch come away with the tip, and Muller has it up top. She finds Buchanan, tries to go Vosco for a backdoor cut, but intercepted. So Moss will take it across the line for the Hornets' first offensive possession.
Take care of the basketball I talked about early on, and Hope committed the turnover. And just like that, the ball sails out of bounds.
And I think, Brajan, that's something that we'll expect to see tonight from this Dutch team. It's a trademark of this team, this aggressive defense. So what do you think the Kalamazoo Hornets should do when facing a kind of tenacious defense like that?
I think they should get the ball to their playmakers. I think they should try and get the ball inside as best as they can. Try and create a double team opportunity where someone's open out on the wing. And try and get inside. Don't force anything. String together some couple good possessions and build some confidence. They try and stay in this one.
So Sydney Muller will start us off with the first points of the night. 3-pointer from the corner. Voskuhl intercepts that pass. She'll maintain it. Going against McCall, easily gets the right-hand layup to go.
Hope is a team that's usually good in transition, so it's going to be important for them to win in the transition game. Try and score in all three phases.
Moss with it now. She drives, picks up her dribble. Now Andrews has it. She resets the offense, and she's going to get called for a double dribble. So the Dutch will take it out of bounds, and Lauren Newman will take it across the halfway mark.
Kalamazoo has been just unable to convert so far. It's only a 5-point game, but Hope is one of those teams that can run up quickly on you. So it's important to get some defensive stops.
Buchanan going against almost a triple team. Airballs the shot. Here comes the Hornets with a jumper is Frazier. No good. Box out. That foul, I thought that was a great box out from number 23. Oh, yep, and then that foul is going to be called on Voskuhl. So box out from Eliza McCall. Drew the over the back from Voskuhl. So the Hornets will take the ball out of bounds.
This is important, the second chance opportunity to try and come away with something. Giving a gift here.
Andrews with it, she drives. Tipped away from Voskuhl. Dutch looking to push. Muller sends it back out to Newman. She looks down low to Buchanan. Buchanan finds Newman again. She'll take the three, little step up. No good. Rebounded from Andrews, and she looks to push.
And you saw the ball go inside. Just one-on-one inside. Trying to get the easy two instead of they're pushing it out more. It's part of Coach Mo's plan.
Andrews with a little step through, bank off the glass.
2 points, number 30, Georgie Hager.
See Kalamazoo in kind of a full court press here, maybe trying to create a turnover any way that they can.
Skip pass to Newman. She looks to take another three. No good again. Rebounded from Frazier. Andrews.
And just here's the thing that I don't understand is that Hope is big inside. Just go inside and try and get the easy points off the glass. Don't need to be fancy and go for the 3 points and the turnover there. And a popping shot. Gets it to go for 2. So it's 5-4. It's a 1-point game.
And this Hope team is just completely frazzled, for a lack of better terms.
To your opponent. Right now they're certainly playing down to Kalamazoo. No discredit to Kalamazoo. It's a tough conference to play in, but Hope is definitely the better team. It's time to start playing like it.
And the turnover there, Schoonveld recovers. She'll take it back out. Skip over to Muller. The only one with points tonight for the Dutch. She takes it. Out.
That's a nice job of driving to the rim, drawing contact, and being conservative with the ball and laying it out. 7-4.
That's going to be on number 11, Sierra Frazier, and we're going to see substitutions from number 21, Darby Scott, and number 12, Abby O'Keefe will check into the game for the Hornets.
So as Muller's on the charity start for the first time in the game, take a look at the standings. And the MIAA Trine leads at 12-0. Hope is in second with 9-2. Albion 7-4. St. Mary's 7-5. Alma, Calvin, and Adrian all tied at 5-7. Olivet at 2-9, and Kalamazoo is 0-11 in conference. Still seeking their first win of the season, and they're in this one.
Tidy finds Scott. Scott's against Muller. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Now Frazier. Tidy has it again. She sends up a prayer. No good. Rebounded from Voskuhl.
That's a good job by this Hope defense. Getting the shot clock to under 10, trying to create a chaotic, desperate shot by the Hornet team in the pass. Sails into the bench. And we'll get a series of substitutions.
So not uncommon for this Dutch team to make a whole line change similar to hockey. So Thomas, I'm blanking on my names. DeSchmidt, Gerber, Kayla Russell, and then number 11, Natalie Kott will come into the game. DeSchmidt right away takes it away from Tidy. She finds Russell. Out to Kott in the corner. A lot of driving in the middle. DeSchmidt now has it with 15 seconds on the shot clock. She's going to go with the left hand, draws the foul. That's going to be on number 34, Caitlin Tidy.
Another good job of just being patient and then driving to the rim and drawing contact, creating a scoring opportunity.
She gets the first to go. We're going to see another substitution for the Hornets. Number 4, Lexi Dietz checks into the game.
And with Ashley Thomas in the game, I would expect them to start going down low on offense, trying to create a post presence and not be limited to being one-dimensional on offense.
6-point lead for the Dutch, but both teams, I think, struggling to settle into this game. Tidy drives around up top, no good on the jumper. DeSchmidt rebounds. She finds Kott in transition, who slows it up. Russell finds DeSchmidt. She'll set it up once again. Now Kott wide open on the 3. Good to go for Kott.
It's a great job, just quick decision making. Doesn't hesitate, puts it up to 3. Great shots, 13-4.
Russell will intercept that passing lane. Stay with the Hornets. Moss, Andrews, and number 23, McCall will check back into the game. Moss will set up the offense for the Hornets. She drives baseline. Quick pop. Rebounded from Russell. She wants to push. Finds DeSchmidt, who goes down low to Thomas. Underneath the basket, she picks up her dribble. Now Kott will take it. We're going to get a reaching foul on number 21, Darby Scott.
That is her first.
So it's already 3 fouls for the Hornets. Don't want to be in foul trouble too soon and send a very good line.
Natalie Kott with a nice 15-foot jump shot.
Just feeling it early.
Yeah, she's got 5.
Got a third of these teams this evening.
Dietz maintains her dribble. Kind of throws up a pass. She finds it again. Thomas with the rebound. DeSchmidt takes it up. Finds Kott, looks down low to Gerber. Gerber with a spin move, no good. Rebound in favor of the Dutch. DeSchmidt from downtown, and the Hornets will recover the rebound.
Good defensive side. A few chances to capitalize, and the 3 is good. Number 21, Darby Scott, the freshman guard from Plymouth.
Great job by Scott to be ready to shoot. Kott finds Gerber in the corner. She'll take her shot at a 3. Misses everything. Rebounded from Dietz. She almost loses it. But now Moss will take it.
And Carly, you talked about early on both these teams being unable to find a rhythm. There's a lot of chaotic, undisciplined basketball so far early on. And I don't know if this is the second makeup or the second time this game has been rescheduled. So teams on the natural flow. I don't know what it is, but both teams so far this evening haven't been able to settle into their groove and play to capacity that they can.
But I almost think this almost uncharacteristic basketball is almost played in the favor of the Hornets, because I think both teams are just not seeing for the plays that are being made, and a lot of them are going in favor of the Hornets.
Hornets trying to stay in this one. It's 15-7.
Tidy no good on the three. The Hornets are gotta start rebounding on the offensive end.
And the rebound starts with the
God, can't be stopped.
We'll get a 30-second timeout, courtesy of Kalamazoo. We'll keep it right here. It's 18-7. The Hope lead. It was 5-4 at one point, but I think Hope started to find the rhythm a little bit. Now to the caught the big part of the actually is 8 on the evening. 18-7. 2 minutes and 9 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
And Rajon, just looking at some stats, I think already in this game, the Hornets have 5 turnovers, and that's a stat that you can't have, nor can you allow it to continue to grow. The Dutch have 10 points off of those turnovers. That's a lot of points off turnovers, and this Dutch is a tenacious team offensively, but the Hornets have got to take care of the ball, and they got to rebound if they want to stay in this game. So we have another full line change from the Dutch. Kate Majerus, Jessica Moorman, Erica Tolbert, Jenny Beckman, and Hannah Smith check back into the game. Hornets have it now under the 2-minute mark. Majerus tips it away. She will get bumped on her way up. That's going to be on number 30, Georgie Andrews.
That is her first. Team's fourth.
4 fouls already. 1 more will put Hope in the 1-1. Majerus, one of those players that hasn't really seen a lot of playing time all year, but getting some playing time early on when this game could still go either way. Just a testament to Coach Mo willing to play everyone on his bench. It's such a deep team, one of those teams that we consistently talk about.
I mean, we've already seen 15 girls. Down low is Tidy, now to Andrews. Moss looks for some help. She takes the jumper. Good to go. That barely even touched the net.
The net didn't move on that one. It's an 8-point game. She has 5 on the evening. Still over a minute to play.
Tolbert with it now, finds Majerus. Hannah Smith skip pass, to Jenny Beckman on that baseline jumper, sinks it.
It's great ball movement by this Hope team. Big unselfish the basketball, trying to find the open girl.
And I think this 5, Rajon, I think is doing an even better job of seeing each other on the floor than the first 2 sets of 5 have done in this game. On the floor, Tolbert picks it up. She finds Beckman. This ball goes down low to Hannah Smith, 1-on-1 against Moss. No look shot. Off the backboard, rebounded from the Hornets. Smith, she'll intercept the pass. Shot clock's off, 24 seconds left to go. Majerus takes the jumper in transition. No good, now Beckman recovers. And now Tolbert will reset with about 13 seconds left to go.
If I'm Hope here, I take the last shot. Hold on, don't want to give Kalamazoo a shot.
Tolbert wide open. No good. Hannah Smith with another rebound. 3 seconds left. Majerus wide open. Another no good shot. That ball was rebounded by the Hornets. But at the end of this first quarter, 20-10, the Dutch are up by 10, and we're going to step away to hear a word from our sponsors.
You know, when you're more than a manager, you're not just saying, wow, you came in, thanks for coming in, and you know, this is what your investment did. It's so much more than that. There's so much more going on in their lives than just these investments, and it's good to understand that totality so that you can say, well, you know, I know there's a better way of doing this, or I have a resource. I know, you know, there's some other resources that we can help you with here. So it's not just financial planning. It's serving people. It's serving people and loving on people. And that's very joyful.
Welcome back to DeVos Fieldhouse. You just heard a word from our sponsors, Lawrence and Vanderswart. We want to give a big shout out to them for all they do here for us at Hope College, on this campus, specifically for this broadcast. We really appreciate them and just the impact that they've made on all of us here at Hope and in the Hope community.
So it's 20-10 as we resume play. Hope up 10.
Shot no good from the Hornets, rebounded by Schoonveld. She'll take the ball up the court. And that's another thing that's, Bergeron, so dangerous about this team is they have a ton of height, but they have a ton of girls who can take up the ball and be natural point guards. They just don't have to be, because on this team, you have Newman and DeSchmidt, who are just awesome point guards.
The depth of this team is unlike anything else in the NCAA. One of the reasons why they've been so successful year in, year out is they build a culture of being deep every single year. 22-10 after the Schoonveld bucket.
No good, finally rebounded from the Dutch. Muller has it, cross court to Newman. She wants to drive, tries to get the two-foot pass to Buchanan, no good. Now Schoonveld will give it to her. Cannon's got a little case of butterfingers tonight. Can't get the shot to go. Finally rebounded from the Hornets.
You've got to take care of the basketball. It starts with the pass. It starts with holding the ball in the right position, getting in position, looking ball first, then being aware of where you are.
Intercepted from Voskuhl, one-on-one. Barely sneaks that one in. Bergeron, I'm sure you noticed this, but in that last set, you saw a lot of girls doing backdoor cuts. It's just the ones with the balls didn't have their head ups to be able to see the wide open backdoor cuts that the Hornets are making. They're having decent off-ball movement. The point guards or the players with the ball just don't have their heads up to make good passes.
Yeah, you just got to jump with your head up.
Right
away.
Number 23, McCall will check back into the game.
You eliminate 85-90% of your playbook if you dribble with your head down.
Right, exactly.
It takes everybody else out of the play.
Tidy with a floater. No good. Now Newman has it with some speed. Muller into the paint. Left hand. Nice drive.
What was a 1-point Dutch lead is now 16. I think Hope's starting to get into the rhythm.
Tidy takes the 3 ball. Schoonveld now wants to push. She gets it back down low to Voskuhl. She finds Muller wide open in her sweet spot. That'll be her second 3-pointer of the night.
And she has 11 on the evening. 29-10.
Sydney Muller, a transfer from Cornerstone. She's from Grand Rapids. Really kind of turned into a powerhouse Energizer bunny for this Dutch team. Been a huge player to rely on in tough moments. Blocked there by Voskuhl. 6 seconds on the shot clock. This ball is sent up from the corner. No good from McCall. Now Schoonveld. She'll drive. Muller got in her way, but she'll finish with that right hand kiss off the glass. So we'll get another timeout from the Hornets, this time a full timeout, so we're going to hear another word from our sponsors.
At Lawrence and Vanderswart, we're interested in the history of our community. When 26-year-old jeweler Jacob Raven came to Holland in 1889, the northwest corner of 8th Street and River Avenue was already home to the thriving Holland City State Bank. Raven told bank personnel that he wanted to build a clock above the bank to keep the town on time, and it wouldn't cost them a cent. True to his word, Raven raised the funds with donations from merchants and local factories. High above the city streets, the tower was completed in 1892. Holland's clock tower still ticks high above 8th Street, watching over a town that still loves to run on time. Innovation and ambition today can pay dividends for decades. Lawrence and Vanderswart, interested in our history, invested in our future.
Welcome back to DeVos Fieldhouse. Once again, we want to give a big shout out to Lawrence and Vanderswart. We're very thankful for them here at Hope College. So as we get play back underway in the second quarter, 6:39 left to go. The Dutch are up 31-10. Moss is going to start us off from that timeout, taking the ball across the line. She uses a hard pick from Frazier. She'll take it, get the floater to go.
It's a good way of responding right after the timeout. Being down 31-12 and coming up with a big bucket. Just a fun fact of the game, this is the 99th Hope Kalamazoo women's basketball game. Flying Dutch lead the series 93-5.
Muller has it, skip pass out to Schoonveld. She'll drive. No good. Muller with the weak side rebound out to Newman. She wants to drive. She finds Schoonveld on the wing. And with 2 seconds left to go on the shot clock, Schoonveld gets it to go.
Yeah, everybody's starting to get involved offensively. You're not going to see one single large score for this Hope team. A lot of different players scoring in double figures.
Moss takes it back out. Barnes on the defense. Pass intercepted from Muller. We see a substitution from the Hornets, number 12, Abby O'Keefe. She'll give McCall a break.
And Kalamazoo's going to be looking for the quick shot off the inbounds pass. And there it is, and it's a foul.
I think only the second foul tonight from the Dutch. So Andrews will go to the line.
And Muller picks up the foul. It's her first of the evening.
Andrews only about 62% from the line. We'll see another line change. Well, Barnes and Thompson will stay back in. They checked in after that last timeout. But we'll see Russell, Cott, and Schmidt check back in. Andrews can't get the second to go. Thompson with the rebound. Schmidt finds Russell. Russell skip out to Cott. She looks down low to Thompson. Thompson forces the pass, recovered by Barnes, out to the Schmidt for three. Got the shooter's roll on that one. Not a lot of arc, but finds its way in. Tidy with a quick shot. Rebounded from Rose. The Schmidt down low to Barnes. Tripped up by Tidy. She didn't foul. Recovered from Andrews. She wants to push. She didn't have numbers, so pulled it back out. Tidy now with it. She's driving. Right side, no good. Now the Dutch are going to push. Cott brings it back out, over to Russell. Russell goes baseline. Right hand, no good. Draws the foul. Sends herself to the line. And that is going to be on number 10. Amanda Moss, that's her first foul. She'll sink the first to make it 38-12 with just under 4.5 minutes to go.
Kalamazoo isn't playing, they're not playing poor defense. I think it's just Hope's ball movement that's making it hard to stay on a defender. And there's going to be someone open if you keep swinging the ball that much.
Agreed. Thompson and Gerber back into the game for the Dutch. McCall checks back in, as well as Lexi Dietz. And Darby Scott, who has the ball against Cott. She goes baseline, trapped down low. Great job of not turning the ball over. This ball skipped out to McCall. She'll take the 3. And she will get her first points of the game. Gerber with it up top, finds Cott. Schmidt will skip it. Gerber wants it. In and out. She follows her shot, gets the rebound. Russell to Gerber. And now Schmidt finds it up top. No look pass to Gerber. She'll drive baseline. Kind of a push shot, too hard off the glass. Rebounded by McCall, and Scott will take it.
Just 3 minutes and change remaining. Hope still staying aggressive on defense despite the lead. I think it's just one of those principles that Coach Morehouse has instilled into his team. They've also been a sound defensive team. Not letting up here as Buchanan checks back into the game.
Frazier and Moss for the Hornets will check back in.
And despite the 39-15 lead, Buchanan still has held scoreless so far.
Yeah. She hasn't been in the game a ton, but it's still a huge accomplishment nonetheless. Moss no good on the shot. No one can recover except the Hornets. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Moss will take the shot. No good. Another rebound. Can Moss recover? She keeps it in bounds. Gerber keeps it alive. And now Schmidt has it one-on-one against Moss. Schmidt tries to pass it off to Buchanan, intercepted from Frazier.
There's a movement a little too fast. They're trying to take care of the basketball first, the number one priority. And once you control possession, then you can go to your offense. But
McCall with the left hand can't get it over Thomas. And Schmidt looks to set things up. Gerber wide open. No good on the 3. Rebounded. Great weak side rebound from Frazier. And I think, Brajan, that's something that the Hornets have really stepped up in the second quarter, is boxing out and rebounding.
It's up to keep them somewhat relatively relevant.
Schmidt with a step through finds Buchanan. Buchanan with a turnaround. No good. Thompson helps her out. Schmidt up top takes the deep 3 short. And now Frazier will slow things up. Under 2 minutes to go, still 39-15. Both teams looking a little gassed. Moss with another shot, in and out. Rebounded from Buchanan. Schmidt looks down low to Thomas. Russell, hand in her face, no good on the 3. Thomas finds Buchanan. Jumper, Russell in the paint, rebound, can't put it back up. She gets her own rebound, taken away from Darby Scott. So that's going to be a jump ball. That'll stay with the Dutch. Majerus, Beckman, Mormon, Smith, and Tolbert back into the game for the Dutch.
You see the replay there, it's just time and time again, getting these second, third, even fourth chance opportunities, unable to come up with points. Because Hope gets into conference tournament play in a couple weeks, but they're going to need to convert on those opportunities.
Mormon on the baseline will take it out. Finds Beckman. Tolbert will reset it up. Down low to Smith. She kicks it back out. Swung over to Tolbert. Looks down low to Smith. Late foul call. Send herself to the line. And that one is going to be on Juanita Ledesma.
That is her first.
Just Ledesma's first foul on the night.
It's just 1 minute and 1 second remaining in the first half. It's been Relatively undisciplined basketball so far. I think Hope is just more disciplined offensively and defensively. Just an update for all of you watching. The Hope men's team up 46-34 late in the first half against Kalamazoo on the road, coming off of a 2-point heartbreaking loss to Calvin.
Ledesma takes it down low, picks up her dribble, finds Andrews. She puts up a shot on the baseline, completely off balance. That's going to be out of bounds off of Hannah Smith, so it'll stay with the Hornets. 42.8 seconds left on, or for the second quarter, 30 seconds on the shot clock for the Hornets. Ledesma is going to take one, no good.
They've been relatively inefficient from beyond the three-point line. I understand being down from a certain margin makes you want to start taking more three-point shots, but sometimes you just gotta go to your set offense and just start doing your bread and butter.
And I think a lot of those shots have just been completely off balance, and those shots are hard to make in balance. So Jenny Beckman with the three. 8 seconds on the shot clock, or in the second quarter, excuse me. Tidy with it, blocked by Mormon. So that'll do it for us for the first half, 42-15. Dutch in the driver's seat. We'll step away for 15 minutes for halftime. welcome back to DeVos Fieldhouse, where you're tuning in for the matchup between the Hope College Flying Dutch and the Kalamazoo College Hornets. The score after halftime, 42-15 in favor of the Dutch. Berjan, what led to this lead for the Dutch in that first half?
First and foremost, I think it's just being a better team, being more disciplined, offense, defense, and in the transition game. As we get a glimpse of that transition game here, Muller in the corner, goes down low. Scuba score unable to get going, and I think Kalamazoo just, for the second half, they just need to start to get some quality shots, and that was not one. Get something going inside and build some confidence. And I think they need to get, for Hope on the other side, I think they need to get going inside. Get Voskuhl and Thomas and Buchanan going inside. They have the potential to be dominant players. And we have seen flashes of it, but we haven't seen a consistent dominance inside really all game long.
And I would almost argue like almost all season long. I feel like it's been very up and down, and this Dutch team is a team that transition-wise, they're super good, and we talk about that all the time, but how much more dominant would they be if their bigs ran the same way that their guards did? And they have the speed. We just saw Voskuhl do it right now, and we've seen Buchanan do it in the past. We've seen flashes from Thomas, and this team would be a completely different group if their bigs ran, because they can beat any other big up the floor. So that ball from Frazier. This ball will be taken out of bounds from Sydney Muller, currently fixing her ponytail.
Something I struggle with daily. And a big game coming up this Wednesday. The Flying Dutch take on the Knights of Calvin College's latest edition of the rivalry right here at DeVos Fieldhouse. Make sure to tune in for what should be an exciting, thrilling, exhilarating matchup.
Frazier no good on the shot, rebounded from Moss, taken away from Newman. Skip over to Voskuhl. Down low to Buchanan against Frazier. Good finish with some contact. Now Andrews will take it up top. She finds Tidy. She uses a pick from Frazier. Frazier on the roll. Over top of Schoonveld, no good. Muller with the rebound off the tip. Newman drives left side, wide open, high off the glass. Gets another bucket. Her first bucket of the game, actually.
A drive of the game right there.
50.
Brought to you by Lawrence of Manneswork, financial planning done right.
Moss tries to replicate the drive. She draws the foul. This is going to be on Newman, her first foul. First foul of the half.
And as Amanda Moss heads the charity stripe, fans, make sure to download the free mobile app. Get the latest score updates, statistics, and game recaps on your phone from the new free Hope Athletics Front Row mobile app. Sign up for any of the sports you want to follow, including volleyball, baseball, soccer, basketball, and more. You set the preferences. Search Hope Athletics on the App Store, Google Play, or learn more at athletics.hope.edu/front row.
Moss gets the second, makes it 50-18. Little full court press from the Hornets. Newman with it now. Buchanan up top. Now Newman, she'll use the pick from Buchanan. Finds Muller. Pass down low to Buchanan. She goes baseline. Trapped, but she gets it between two defenders off the backboard. She's starting to heat up.
That's good to see Buchanan get going. One of the highly touted players coming into the season, and has been a really solid player all year long for this Hope team, but still so much more potential in her. You talked about those back cuts early on in the first half, and Kalamazoo converted on one there.
3-point left short from Schoonveld. Andrews with the rebound. She'll get tipped from behind. Muller needs some help in the backcourt. Love the aggressive nature from Andrews. And she'll allow her team to keep the ball, take it out of bounds.
That's a great job of hustle and going after the ball. Take a look at the replay here. Thought the ball was tipped out by Andrews, but
Tidy with 3, back-to-back. Nice shots from her. Make it 52-23. She's got 5. Kick out to Muller. Skip over to Schoonveld. She finds it down low to Buchanan. Nice up and under move.
And Buchanan starting to feel it. Back-to-back possessions have ended in Buchanan points. Getting going inside, something she's been capable of all year long.
Tidy with another good take, just can't get it to go. Newman back down to Buchanan. Large mismatch down low. Can't find it. Schoonveld can't get it either. Tidy with some newfound energy. Moss on the 3. Short, follows her shot. Has it down at her waist, so Newman will tie her up for the jump ball.
Entering the lineup for the Hornets.
Talk about Moss being one of those players that just shoots 3 every time she touches the ball. I can understand if you're down to this large at this point in the game, but I like to see you control the ball, look for a pass, look pass first. See if you can create something for the other players.
Andrews and McCall check back into the game for the Hornets, and a nice little update about your men's team. They were up by 16 at one point, but 48-45, just up by 3 now at the beginning of the second half. DeSchmidt has it in the corner. Finds Gerber on the roll. She goes baseline. Skip out to Cott. One more pass to Russell. She goes baseline. DeSchmidt, another downtown 3. No good. Cott tries to keep it alive. Tidy. One-on-one against DeSchmidt. Left hand. I feel like we're seeing a whole new version of Tidy this second half.
Yeah, she has 7 so far. Been going coast to coast. Trying to get her team back in it.
Into Thomas. Can't get her head around fast enough to see the backboard. The Hornets in the transition game. Cott blocks the shot. DeSchmidt will take it the other way. And she'll slow things up. Dutch really struggling offensively without Buchanan in the game now. Nice pass from DeSchmidt. Great bounce pass for DeSchmidt to set up Thomas perfectly. Drew that double team. Nice play to see from your point guard. We're going to get a reaching foul on Russell.
College foul number 24, Kayla Russell. That is her first.
It's a late whistle.
Team's second. Entering the lineup for the Hornets, number 10.
Amanda Moss will check back into the game, give Tidy a well-deserved break.
See the replay here. Apparently the ref saw something I didn't, so that's why they get paid to ref the game.
Andrews fakes the pass, takes the jumper off the back of the iron, taken away from Thomas. DeSchmidt finds Cott wide open. She looks for the pass for Gerber. One dribble, right hand. Good job by Gerber, sends the double team. Beat him off the dribble.
Yeah, the middle lane's been open really all evening, and finally starting to take advantage of it. First Buchanan, Thomas, and now Gerber inside, and there'll be a foul call.
This foul is going to be called on number 12, Casey DeSchmidt, her first. Frazier and Tidy check back into the game.
Hope has 3 fouls in this quarter, so Team Kalamazoo on the line for a 1-and-1.
Moss with the jumper. Can't find it. Russell takes it down. Russell takes it all the way.
Everybody's getting involved. That's
Right.
a nice little coast-to-coast move.
And that's what you love about this team, Rajon. I mean, we talk about it all the time. They're so deep, but also so unselfish at the same time.
They're excited when other teammates score, and something that should bode well for this team come tournament time.
Tidy with 9 points now just in this third quarter. Another late whistle. This one's going to be on Frazier.
Foul number 11, Sierra Frazier. That is her second. Team's
Her
first.
second foul, just the first of the quarter for the Hornets. Thomas gets the first. She's about 71% from the line this season. The Dutch as a team are 66%. And she'll get the second as well. Under 3 minutes to go, 62-27. Moss takes it across the line. Stripped away from DeSchmidt. Out of bounds, it'll stay in favor of the Hornets. Tidy will take it on the baseline. Double screen for Moss. She'll take the jumper in and out. Thomas sticks with it.
It's hard to out-rebound Ashley Thomas no matter who you are. Great on the boards.
DeSchmidt wants the three off the back of the rim. This ball picked up by the Hornets. Moss, no good on the three. DeSchmidt wanted to drive, pull it back instead. Down low to Thomas. Right hand. Can't get it high enough off the glass.
Entering the lineup for the Flying Dutch, number 10.
Erica Tolbert will check into the game for the Dutch, and we're also going to see number 30, Georgie Andrews, check back into the
Entering
game.
the lineup for the Hornets, number 30, Georgie Andrews.
She'll give Moss a break. Under 2 minutes to go. Tipped away from Russell.
And Tidy, one of those players talking about, is kind of emerging in the second half. Speaking of, she also leads Kalamazoo in scoring at 14.8 points per game and is tied for the MIAA fifth highest average. Amanda Moss is next in scoring for the Hornets at 8.5 points per game. So one of those guards that can push the floor and create scoring opportunities
Also,
for this team.
sorry, Brianna, cut you off. Also in their last game, she had 13 points. She had 4 3-pointers, and her third 3-pointer broke the school record for most 3-pointers in a season with 54, and definitely added to that total here today. Russell with a nice step through, $100 move, but can't finish. Cott can't get the three to go either, and that's going to be a foul on Tidy. Great box out from Russell.
Kalamazoo foul number 34, Caitlin Tidy.
Her second foul.
It's on the floor, so Hope will
Entering the
inbound.
lineup for the Hornets, number 23,
Left to the basket.
McCall and Moss, as well as Scott, check back in for the Hornets. Barnes and Smith will check in for the Dutch.
Courtney Barnes and 33, Anna Smith.
Andrews picks up the ball, easy layup.
Basket number 30.
She finds
Georgie
it.
Andrews.
Lapse of judgment there from Smith. Andrews only with 4 points, but has made a huge impact in this game for the Hornets.
They're doing a lot of those things that don't show up on the stat sheet necessarily.
A lot of ball movement from the Dutch. Barnes down low, spin move, can't get the left hand. Smith keeping it alive. Fresh shot clock for the Dutch.
Important to take a well thought out planned shot here. Don't rush anything and give Barnes a chance to score.
Tolbert with the shot. Shot clock off. 23 seconds left to go in the third. 65-29. Moss has it. She drives past Tolbert, tries to make a pass for McCall. Cott has it. 10 seconds to go. Skip over to Russell. She's got 5. Takes the floater, no good. Keeps it in bounds. Smith gets a last-second shot off. And no good from about 15 feet. So for the third quarter, 65-29. We'll step away to hear a word from our sponsors.
We've intentionally never had minimum account sizes. Our philosophy has always been, if you're willing to put in the work and we'll collaborate and we set the plan in place and you're willing to go along with this plan and to put forth effort to this plan, we're happy to work with you. It's what we love to do. And so we have people coming in from the very starting point all the way to, to the wealthy people. It's all different scenarios. Financial planning is not just for the wealthy.
Welcome back to this field. Thank you to Lawrence and Vanderswart for all they do for us here at Hope College. Want to give a thank you to Berjon Crispin, who was with me for the first 3 quarters and is now going to go win his IM volleyball game. So you're just stuck with me for the remainder of this 4th quarter. Moss has it up top against Mormon, so a new fresh 5 checked in for the Dutch as that ball is tipped out of bounds. You have Mormon, Barnes, Beckman, Tolbert, and Smith. So Tolbert and Smith, the only ones staying in the game. Barnes has it up top. Tolbert will drive right side, skip out to Beckman. Off the side of the backboard, but Mormon keeps it alive. Erica Tolbert completely telegraphed that pass right into the hands of Andrews, but somehow recovers. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Skip pass to Smith. Not one to take the 3 in and out. But good rebound from Frazier. Darby Scott will take it the other way for the Hornets. A little bit less of offensive movement from the Hornets in the second half. Andrews wants the 3 in and out. Rattles around, no good. Tolbert to Beckman. Tolbert gets it back. We'll set up the offense. Beckman drives baseline. Kick out to Barnes. She drives middle. Wants the foul. Going to get called out of bounds instead. So the Hornets will get the ball going the other way. Tidy will check back into the game for the Hornets. Someone who's really been an energizer bunny for this Hornets team. Had an impressive second half, to say the least. She has the ball now against Beckman. Moss in the corner. No good on the 3. Barnes with an awesome weak side rebound. Dutch still looking to push. Beckman saves that from going out of bounds. Thompson, who just checked in. Left hand, I think she expected a little bit more contact. Didn't get it. Andrews with a burst of energy. Thompson will get called for the foul. Great job by Andrews to see that Thompson didn't have her feet set to go right into her to get that contact. Great heads-up move from her. She'll go to the line. 8 minutes to go, 65-29. Off the back of the rim for Andrews. She's about 62% from the line. Only her 3rd time at the line this season. Second one also no good. Rebounded from Thompson. Tolbert up to Barnes. Love to see that from your big. Barnes running the court like a guard. Great catch, better finish. Good pass from Tolbert to Leader. Anders against Mormon. Picks up her dribble. Finds Frazier. Kind of a lob pass. Surprised it made it through the lane, but Frazier doing a great job of drawing the foul. That one's going to be on Erica Tolbert. Just her first foul. So Sierra Frazier on the line. Off the back of the rim, similar to Andrews. Another update for you about the men's game. Dennis Towns just made an and one shot to make it 60-54. Tolbert has numbers. Mormon wide open from 3. Sinks her first bucket of the game. Mormon gets this ball tipped away. Beckman has it, finds Thompson down low. Thompson with the right hand finish. And now Barnes going coast to coast off a steal. Right hand. Love to see this from your team, everyone involved. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. I think we're going to get subs from both ends, so I'll let you know who those are once we come back from this timeout, but we'll keep it here with just 30 seconds on the timeout clock. 74-30, 6:53 left to go in this 4th quarter. And the Dutch just kind of taking control in this 4th quarter. The Hornets did a phenomenal job in the 3rd quarter of staying in this game, but just looking kind of gassed at this point. Love to see Tidy get involved again on the offensive end, really open things up for the Hornets. But this Dutch team just getting everybody involved. The only 2 people that haven't scored are Majerus and Smith, but everybody else who has been in the game has at least 2 points. Sydney Muller leading the way for the Dutch with 11, followed by Schoenveld with 9, Kott with 8, Vasco and Buchanan both with 6. And then for the Hornets, Tidy has 9, Moss has 8, and Andrews has 4. And then Frazier, Scott, and McCall all have 3. Georgie Andrews winning the rebounding game with 9, followed by Frazier for the Hornets with 8. Russell and Thomas for the Dutch, both with 8 rebounds. Tidy coming away from the timeout. That's what you love to see here. Coach Miller, who's in her 8th season here with the Hornets. A quick bucket right after a timeout. Now Mormon has it. Out to Beckman. In and out. Mormon there, goes for the quick tip, gets the rebound, no good. Now Hannah Smith has it. Pulls it out, fresh shot clock for the Dutch. The Hornets in a 2-3 zone. Tolbert has it, she takes the shot, no good. Mormon again, crashing the boards, and 1 shot. Mormon fired up in this 4th quarter. Love to see it, coming off the bench, making a huge difference. She'll go to the line to try to get the 3-point the hard way. Georgie Andrews will get her 2nd foul. She'll get subbed out. O'Keefe back into the game. So Mormon now with a quick 6 in the 4th quarter. Moss with it. Tidy keeps it alive, but she'll send a pass near the baseline that McCall can't save. Tolbert brings it across. The Hornets still in that 2-3 zone. A lot of good ball movement so far from the Dutch in this zone. Majerus will drive. Can't get it go. Uncharacteristic shot, but doesn't have to be pretty to draw the and one. So now the only person that still needs to score, just because Majerus did, is Hannah Smith. She's the only one that has yet to score.
Entering the line of Hornets, number 44, Juanita Ledesma.
Ledesma will check back into the game for the Hornets. Hornets can't get it to go. Tip away from Smith. Tolbert will save it from going out of bounds. She's going to drive. Right hand. Another and one for the Dutch. Back to back to back and ones. We'll see if Tolbert can capitalize on this one. She now has 5. That's Ledesma's second foul. I saw a replay of that right here. Great vision from Tolbert, head up, saw that lane wide open. Even better job of drawing the contact. Tolbert will get it the hard way. Moss has it, takes the 3. No good. Tolbert with the rebound. The Dutch still pushing. Jairus down low to Smith. Smith takes it and she scores. That means every player on this Dutch team has scored, and you love to see that. Really a testament to how unselfish and how good this Dutch team is, that every player on the court can make a difference offensively. Under the 5-minute mark, Moss, beautiful kind of weave drive, weaved her way through the defense. Someone who I haven't given enough props to this game, played hard the entire time. This time into Smith. Almost picked up her pivot foot, but kept it down. Majerus for 3. Off the board, Hannah Smith, no look. No good, and now Moss is up against Tolbert. She'll settle for the jumper. No good, Smith with the rebound. Now Tolbert takes it the other way. She wants to set up the play. Hornets back in man-to-man. Smith out to Mormon. She finds Majerus. Majerus threatens, double team. No good on the shot. Tidy takes the 3 off the front of the rim. And Tolbert sends it the other way. Beckman's there. She'll take the jumper. And that little no man's land sideline jumper is a place where Jenny Beckman is really comfortable. She sinks it. That's her 7th point of the day. We're going to get a substitution timeout. Number 14, Katie Stamper will check back in for the first time for the Hornets. Barnes and Thompson check back in for the Dutch. The Dutch shooting 41% from the field tonight. 30% from the 3-point range, 9 for 30, and then 9 of 12 from the free throw line, so shooting 75%, but that 41% from the field goal range, they're 34 for 82. So definitely gotten a lot of shots up tonight. The Hornets, who just drew the foul, took the ball out of bounds. They're shooting 24% from the field, 14 of 58. Turnover there from them. 20% from the 3, 4 for 20, and then 2 of 8 from the free throw line, just 25%, excuse me. Thompson draws the foul. That'll be on Sierra Frazier, her 3rd foul.
Number 11, Sierra Frazier, that is her 3rd. Team's 4th.
The Dutch with 7 turnovers for the night. Kalamazoo with 18. Dutch have 60 total rebounds, and the Hornets have 35. Assists, they have 17, just a testament to how unselfish this team is. And 52 of their points came off the bench, and another testament to how deep this team is. Another foul for the Hornets, this time on Katie Stamper, number 14, so Hannah Smith will go to the line. We'll see a replay of that. Hannah Smith takes the first. Another update for your men's game, 67-63 with 8 minutes left to go in the second half. The Dutch are up by 4. Hannah Smith goes 2 for 2 from the line, and she'll get subbed out as Jenny Beckman comes back into the game. 88-34, 2 minutes and 37 seconds left to go in this game. Andrews has it up top against Barnes. Surveys her options, decides to drive, double teams there. Out to Scott, good box out from Majerus. That ball's gonna go out of bounds and it'll stay with the Dutch. Tolbert got knocked over, almost forgot to take the inbounds pass. Beckman to Barnes. She finds Thompson down low. Double team, kind of fader off the backboard. Good move from Thompson. Under the 2-minute mark, 90-34 for the Dutch. Dangerous lob pass intercepted. Another late whistle, this time on Andrews. On the shot block.
Kalamazoo foul number 30, Georgie Andrews. That is her third.
Georgie Andrews now has 3 fouls. Tolbert misses her very first free throw attempt of the season.
Entering the line for the Hornets, number 23, Eliza McCall.
The only player on this team that has yet to make it to the free throw line up until this point. She'll make the second, so she will be at 50%. Scott will use the screen from Andrews. Dribbles off her foot into the hands of Tolbert. And we're going to get a reaching foul on number 14, Katie Stamper.
Kalamazoo foul number 14, Katie Stamper.
So both teams will take the walk down to the free throw line. As Tolbert has now her second chance of the season at the line. She gets the first. Missed it. Rebound from Thompson. Off the glass, no good. Rebounded from Stamper. And Scott will slow things up. Tipped away from Tolbert on the ground. Andrews kind of trips her up too, but Tolbert maintains it. Majerus baseline. And she'll draw the foul. Another foul on Stamper. That's her third.
Kalamazoo foul number 14, Katie Stamper. That is her third.
So another quick update about your men's game. Now 68-67 in favor of Kalamazoo. Made a quick turnaround in the last minute and a half. Majerus sinks the first. She's at 3 points for the night. Majerus in and out again. Barnes with the rebound. Under a minute left to go. The Dutch will take this one away as they move into their next game on Wednesday, the Calvin Hope game here at DeVos Fieldhouse. Majerus getting called for the travel. 93-34, 43 seconds left to go in this game. Stamper has it. Bob pass up to Ledesma. McCall in the corner, tripped away from Tolbert. Andrews will pass it in. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Andrews will take it. Hornets will rebound. And now Tolbert, with 10 seconds left to go, will dribble us away as the clock winds down. 93-34. That will do it for us here at DeVos Fieldhouse. Once again, stay tuned for Wednesday, Calvin Hope women's game right here at DeVos Fieldhouse. We'll be here broadcasting that. It'll be myself and my dad and my brother, Paul Vanceval and Eric Vanceval, on the call with some pre, post, and halftime show from Brajon Crispin. We hope that you tune in then. Thank you for tuning in tonight, and as always, Roll Dutch.